The Cosmic Carousel. One clear night, the digital circus prepared for a special event, the unveiling of a new attraction, the Cosmic Carousel. Zill, always enthusiastic about new innovations, had designed this carousel to take performers and guests on a journey through a simulated galaxy. Tommy, Singer, and Jax eagerly gathered around as Zill proudly presented the Cosmic Carousel. Its seats were shaped like celestial bodies, and the entire structure glowed with a mesmerizing starry light. It promised to be the most spectacular ride yet. The carousel's first spin was enchanting. As it began to rotate, it transported everyone through a dazzling display of nebulae, shooting stars and swirling galaxies. The performers were thrilled, laughing and enjoying the ride as they soared through the digital cosmos. However, halfway through the performance, the carousel began to malfunction. Instead of smoothly gliding through space, it started spinning erratically. The colors of the simulated galaxy began to flash and swirl chaotically. Pomni, quick on her feet, realized something was wrong with the carousel's control system. "The system's out of sync!" she shouted. Kinger, always ready for action, zipped around trying to stabilize the ride. Meanwhile, Jax raced to the control panel to diagnose the issue. Jax discovered that the carousel's virtual navigation system had been corrupted by a glitch. He quickly reprogrammed it, but the glitch had caused a deeper issue. The carousel's code was tangled in a cosmic web of errors. With Pomni and Kinger's help, Jax untangled the code and restored the carousel's smooth operation. The ride gradually returned to its serene, starry display. The audience, though initially alarmed, cheered as the Cosmic Carousel completed its journey through the galaxy. Zill was relieved and proud. "Sometimes even the stars need a little adjustment," he said with a wink. The performers celebrated with a grand finale, their cosmic adventure becoming a memorable part of the digital circus's history. The Enchanted Code. In the heart of the digital circus, where the pixelated lights sparkled like stars, the performers prepared for another spectacular show. Zill, the eccentric ringmaster with his glowing neon attire, was bustling with excitement. His latest creation, a magical code that could make objects come to life, was about to be unveiled. The performers gathered in the center of the big top, each eager to see what this new enchantment could do. Pomni, the curious and brave acrobat, was the first to step up. "Let's see what this magical code can do!" she exclaimed. Zill handed Pomni a shimmering digital wand. With a swish and a flick, Pomni activated the code. Suddenly, the colorful circus props started to wiggle and dance on their own. The audience gasped in awe as the circus tent transformed into a swirling vortex of vibrant, animated shapes. However, something went awry. The enchanted code began to glitch, causing the props to spin uncontrollably. The once organized show turned chaotic, with objects flying in every direction. Pomni, quick on her feet, leaped into action. With the help of Kinger, the playful and agile performer, they tried to catch the runaway props. Jax, the tech-savvy and clever assistant, spotted the problem. "The code's got a bug in it!" he shouted. Working together, the team managed to track down the glitch and fix it. The code stabilized, and the circus returned to its magical, mesmerizing self. As the show continued, the audience cheered and applauded. The performers took a bow, proud of their teamwork and quick thinking. Zill beamed with pride, knowing that even in the face of glitches, the digital circus always found a way to shine. Ratha's Rewind roller coaster. It was another thrilling day at the amazing digital circus, and Ratha was determined to make it the best day ever. She'd been working on a new act, a synchronized roller coaster routine that would combine speed, loops, and perfectly timed jumps, all set to a catchy 8-bit soundtrack. Ragatha's enthusiasm was infectious, and soon everyone, even the ever-cautious Pomni, was on board to try the ride. Kane, ever the showman, promised that this would be the most exciting ride in circus history. And if anything goes wrong, Kane added with a mischievous grin, we can always hit the rewind button. As the ride started, the coaster cars zoomed through digital tunnels, flipping and spinning in perfect harmony. Ragatha was at the front, beaming with pride as her plan seemed to work flawlessly. But then, just as they hit the first major loop, a massive glitch appeared on the track, a gaping hole of missing code right in their path. The coaster cars shot through the glitch, sending the group spinning out of control through corrupted data and broken animations. The track began to warp and bend in impossible ways, creating a nightmarish loop of endless drops and spirals. Zubul lost half her parts along the way. Gangle's comedy mask flipped to tragedy mid-loop, and Kinger was upside down, screaming something about giant bees. Kane, floating above the chaos, laughed with delight. Oh, this is much better than what we planned. But how about we add a twist? With a snap, Kane hit the rewind button. The roller coaster reversed, zooming backward at twice the speed. The performers were flung into reverse loops, experiencing the entire ride in chaotic rewind. Just when they thought it was over, Kane hit fast forward, speeding up the entire experience until it was nothing but a blur of screaming and spinning. Ragatha, trying to keep her cool, called out, "Kane, stop the ride!" But Kane, ever the playful ringleader, just laughed. "What fun is stopping? Let's do it again!" Finally, Pomni, who had been desperately calculating the chaos, managed to hit the emergency stop. The ride screeched to a halt, leaving everyone dizzy, disassembled, or in Gangle's case, both laughing and crying at the same time. Ragatha staggered off the ride, still trying to put on a brave face. Well, maybe not exactly how I planned, but that was something. Kane clapped, still hovering. A splendid display of adaptability, Ragatha. And remember, in the amazing digital circus, the show is never truly over. It's just on loop. As everyone staggered back to their routines, Ragatha made a mental note. Next time, maybe just stick to something simpler, like juggling. And so, the circus continued, with every glitch and rewind adding to the never-ending adventure that was the amazing digital circus. Jax's Virtual Prank Showdown. Jax, the self-appointed prankster of the amazing digital circus, was having one of his usual days, tricking his fellow performers, setting traps, and just generally making everyone's digital lives more chaotic. This time, though, he had a new target, Kinger. Kinger, with his spacey, slightly unhinged demeanor, was often an easy mark for Jax's antics. Jax was planning his most elaborate prank yet. Jax's idea was simple. Hack into the circus's VR projection system and create a fake monster mode level. He imagined Kinger running around in sheer terror, and the circus had overrun by glitchy creatures. Jax spent the morning setting up the perfect digital illusion, complete with snarling, pixelated beasts and menacing glitches. As the prank unfolded, Kinger's reaction was priceless. He screamed, leapt onto his tower of blocks, and started pelting the monsters with random objects he found around him. Jax was laughing so hard he nearly fell over. But then something unexpected happened. The projection system began to glitch out for real. The fake monsters merged with the real code of the circus, and suddenly, the digital beasts became sentient. They started chasing everyone, including Jax, who realized his prank had gone way too far. Now, instead of just Kinger running in terror, the entire circus was in chaos. Zubul's parts were scattering all over the place. Ragatha was swinging from a trapeze to avoid being eaten, and Gangle's comedy mask was stuck on, as she nervously laughed at the danger. Cain, of course, found this all highly entertaining. "Oh, what a splendid twist! Let's see how you all get out of this one!" he cheered, hovering above the chaos without a care. Jax, for once in his prank-filled life, found himself cornered by his own creations. In a rare moment of humility, he called for help. Pomni, using her quick thinking and encyclopedic knowledge of coding, managed to shut down the rogue program with a well-timed command. The monsters fizzled out, leaving the circus in disarray, but safe once more. Cain, still floating, gave Jax a knowing look. "Pranks are fun, my dear Jax, but perhaps next time, don't forget who's really in charge of the show," he said with a wink. Jax, slightly humbled but not entirely defeated, shrugged. All right. No more rogue monster pranks. For now." The circus returned to its usual state of organized chaos, and Jax was already plotting his next prank. This time, hopefully, without accidentally unleashing digital mayhem. Cain's color chaos. One ordinary day in the circus. Well, as ordinary as things can be, Cain decided to spice up their lives with a new game. With a snap of his fingers, he changed the rules of reality in the digital circus, turning the entire environment into a kaleidoscope of shifting colors and patterns. The sky turned to neon polka dots, the ground to vibrant plaid, and even the characters themselves glowed in ridiculous colors. Pomni looked down, horrified to find her normally monochrome outfit turned into a blinding rainbow. "Cain, what did you do to us?" she shouted, trying to shield her eyes from her own reflection. "This, my dear Pomni, is my latest game, Color Chaos." Cain floated through the air, his toothy grin wide as he admired his work. "You'll all need to find the single object that remains its original color. If you don't, you'll be stuck like this forever." Jax, the smug bunny, rolled his eyes, crossing his arms. "So we just gotta find a thing that's not flashing like a strobe light? Easy." But as the group began their search, it became clear this wasn't going to be a simple task. Everything was blinding, pulsing, and changing constantly. They split up, each heading in different directions of the circus to search for the object that could return things to normal. Pomni teamed up with Zubul, who looked at their patchwork self in complete disgust. "I look like someone spilled paint on a glitch," Zubul complained. "I think you look kinda cool," Gangle tried to say in her usual awkward optimism. But Zubul wasn't buying it. As they searched, Jax wandered lazily through the landscape. He stumbled across what looked like a small, unassuming rock, completely gray. With a shrug, he kicked it, only to watch in shock as it suddenly split open, revealing a massive Technicolor worm that shot rainbow sparks in every direction. "Of course it's never easy," he muttered, dodging the sparks. Meanwhile, Pomni, Zubul, and Gangle found themselves trapped in a bizarre maze of mirrors. Each mirror warped their appearances, making Pomni's head 5 times larger, and Zubul stretch out like a slinky. "Cain, you maniac!" Pomni yelled into the void. Finally, after hours of bizarre encounters, Zubul had turned into a glittering disco ball at one point. The group reunited. Gangle, surprisingly, had found the solution. She had a small white handkerchief that hadn't changed at all. She timidly waved it. I think this is it." Cain reappeared in a flash. "Well done," he exclaimed, returning the world to normal. "You've beaten the game, but don't worry, I have more tricks up my sleeve." Jax groaned. "Great, can't wait."